Hello, you're watching another video from fantasyfootballscout.co.uk, and so this is the first in a regular series where we're going to take stock of the team press conferences ahead of the next game week deadline. And to help out, I'm joined by Neale, who's been closely following the latest injury and team updates from Premier League managers this week. Neale, welcome.
Hello Joe, how you doing? Did you get that moth out your room?
I did. So for those that haven't seen this week's Scoutcast, I do urge you to go and have a look at it. Neale joined myself and Az and Andy, and I was attacked by a killer moth. Well, it seemed like a killer moth at the time, just as I was getting into my stride about Kante for Chelsea. So Neale, here we're going to be talking about the team sheets, injury news, things like that. So first up, let's have a look at the key injury updates. So which players were doubts and look like they're going to start, and who's going to miss out this week?
Well, we already suspected the worst about Kevin De Bruyne, and it was confirmed this morning that he is going to be out for between 2.5 and 3 months with a knee ligament injury, which isn't a huge shock, but it does mean that we can start planning for life without him, and it could have a good positive impact on our teams for the likes of Gundogan, possibly, David Silva, Bernardo Silva. David Silva actually is back in training as of the last couple of days. He was missing from the 18, I think, altogether last weekend against Arsenal with a leg injury, which wasn't reported before then, which is true to Guardiola's form in a press conference. But he's back in training now. Whether he'll feature from the start, I doubt that. So we could see City unchanged for that. Another big development which could affect that City game isn't actually in the Manchester City team, it is for Huddersfield.
Is that a crucial defender out?
Indeed, yeah. Which could affect their system. So Zanka looks to be out this weekend. Now they lined up last weekend 3-5-1-1 or 3-5-2, as they did last season against a lot of the big teams, and it looked likely that that's the way they're going to go this week as well. Now that might still happen, but they are not well stocked with centre backs. They have a guy called John Stankovic, who didn't play a single minute last season. I think he had a knee ligament injury, but even in the Championship he was a peripheral figure. So whether or not they'll throw him into the Lions Den that is the Etihad, I very much doubt. Wagner did say in his press conference that they could play someone else there who isn't an orthodox centre back, so someone like Tommy Smith perhaps. I think he's over 6 foot, but that could force a change of system back to the conventional 4-2-3-1 that they normally play. So you could see someone like Van La Parra back in the team perhaps, or Diakabi, because on top of that they have what's his name? Jonathan Hogg, I believe that's it. He plays in the centre of midfield, which probably makes them even less likely to line up 3-5-2, because that's another body missing. I think they've got Leandro Bacuna who could possibly come in there. They've got Adegionaj as well.
Because a lot of these are low owned. I think the key thing here seems to be that if you've got City attackers.
That was a very long-winded way of saying that. Yeah.
So if you haven't got City attackers, get them. And if you have, feel optimistic.
Regarding the captaincy as well. If you're still umming and ahhing over Aguero and Salah.
Now, what about a player that is in my team? He's got a little yellow flag. Richarlison. Is he going to be fit and ready to go? Please say yes.
He is. He is fit. Yes, he is. However, Yerry Mina, who I think a lot of people thought might make his debut this weekend, he won't feature because, as we know, Phil Jagielka is suspended. Kurt Zuma's a possibility to make his debut. I think when he got added to FPL yesterday. But I would suspect that Mason Holgate would probably get the nod alongside Michael Keane, because he was the one who came on last weekend when Jagielka got sent off. But yeah, Richarlison fit, raring to go by the sounds of it. You might even see Bernard as well. His name was conspicuous by his absence.
Now he's the little lad that's really quick. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, you would think Walcott would be the one most at risk, but Silva has come out in the past and said he can play number 10 as well, which puts Sigurdsson starts at risk. I think this is probably more medium-term thing. I think Sigurdsson and Walcott will probably both start tomorrow.
And Richarlison.
Yeah, Richarlison as well. Yeah, he's good to go.
What about over at Arsenal? I understand they've got some injuries at the back.
They do. So Maitland-Niles, who is probably a third choice left back, he's out now too, with a fibula fracture. So he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Nacho Monreal is back in training, and he looks likely to step into that void. But Emery did talk up Stefan Lichtsteiner as well in his press conference, so he could fill in at left back as he did last weekend when Maitland-Niles went off.
So it sounds like, I mean, I know I read something over the summer that Monreal, there was talk that he might actually be transferred, and Emery didn't seem that keen on him, but he always speaks very highly of Lichtsteiner. So it sounds like the smart money at the moment might be on Lichtsteiner starting there, and possibly for game week 3, and that Arsenal's good run could be an option then. That's
one to watch. Yeah, I think the fact that Monreal didn't play any pre-season minutes, I might be wrong on that. I'll check that later on, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. So yeah, and obviously, as you say, Emery's come out before and talked up Lichtsteiner. It was his signing. So yeah, that's one to watch for game week 3 when the fixtures too.
Any other key injuries we should be aware of?
For Arsenal, or just around?
Just in general, yeah.
I don't nothing anything that really leapt out. I mean, Fabregas is definitely out tomorrow, which means Bartley's going to probably get a stay of execution because Sarri said that Kovacic isn't ready to play 90 minutes. So you'll see Kante in his all-action role again, I would assume, alongside Barkley in midfield.
I know. Over at Brighton for Manchester, I mean, Brighton players are not well owned. Manchester United players are. There's some injuries at Brighton, or definitely some hints that certain players won't start.
There are, yes. Bruno is definitely out, but it does look like his hamstring injury is not going to be as serious as first thought. So you might see a start for Martin Montoya, a right back. Izquierdo still out as well, and Florian Andoni as well. He's still missing for tomorrow, but yeah, Bruno definitely out. So you'll see a change at right back.
So that
possibly, I think Bernardo switched over there last weekend for from left back, and then Bong filled in.
Yeah, I mean Bruno is getting on a bit, but he's very experienced, and he would have been, I think, first choice for a game like this. So this sounds good news for Manchester United assets at the back and at the front as well. I mean, next up, really, aside from the injuries as well, from the press conferences so far, have you had any hints of rotation? Really? So I mean, any hints of certain players might play or not, or certain intonation?
Nothing massively. Oh. What you might see is players coming into the side who weren't quite ready last weekend. So, for example, players who were signed on deadline day, who weren't considered for game week 1, who are now in with a shout. So let me have a look down at the. I can possibly think.
What about? I mean, Palace have got a few.
For example, Lukaku. He's a prime example of, and Hazard possibly as well at Chelsea.
So you're expecting both of them to start? Do you think? I mean, don't pin your.
I would expect Lukaku to. I think, given that he played Friday night and he'll have had 9 days because Man United play on Sunday, to recover. I mean, Hazard's a bit different. I think Sarri came out afterwards, after the Huddersfield game, and he said that he wasn't quite there yet, when he has had an extra week to get up to speed. But I'll be more confident with Lukaku, I think, than Hazard at this point.
So Hazard one to watch, because once again, as we said with Arsenal, Chelsea have a good run of fixtures coming up.
They do.
So we're going to be wanting to be on Hazard watch there. I presume now Kane looked a bit out of sorts for Spurs in game week 1. There's no doubt he's going to start. But did Pochettino mention that at all? Was he kind of sketching over the fact that his star striker's looking a bit lame?
He sort of hinted that they were all fit but needed time to get back to the levels of last season. But I'm sure he'll start this weekend. I mean, they've lost another option in Son Heung-min. He's off to the Asian Games now. And obviously, if Llorente wasn't considered for game week 1, then he's never going to be
Yeah, I think
an alternative.
I
You
mean,
might see Trippier though this week. It wasn't involved last weekend.
was Trippier mentioned at all by Pochettino, or is it a case of
Not by name, not by name.
So
but,
no news is good news with Trippier.
I suppose so. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean one of the reasons I asked that question is I'm going to be asking that every week really about that rotation. So it's not so much a rotation of the players, but just any hints of form and those types of things. So the kinds of things I'm looking out for Harry Kane is suddenly Pochettino saying Harry Kane is over his he's back up to 100% fitness, and he's been amazing in training this week. Never seen anything like it. That's the kind of thing I'm definitely keen to hear, but we're not hearing that at the moment. So
not as yet. No, I mean some of the press conferences can be like getting blood out of a stone, really, of some of the managers. But I've been impressed by Neale Warnock this morning. I've been listening to that, and
so who's
he doesn't shut up, Neale Warnock. He goes on and on and on.
So is that that's a good thing? That's what we want.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it makes my job a lot easier.
Every season we get people who are really a bit cagey. Now, traditionally that's been David Moyes with his famous knocks and niggles. Anyone not playing David? Knocks and niggles. Who? I'm not going to tell you. Oh, yeah. Great. And then unexpectedly it's a player you've owned or you've just transferred in. But occasionally you do get a gem like Warnock. I seem to remember Ancelotti at Chelsea being absolutely incredible. He would just tell you the team, and he was fantastic.
That's what you want.
That's what you want.
I mean, I think as one of my colleagues said this morning, I think Warnock just loves the attention. He's enjoying being back in the limelight.
Well, carry on, Mr. Warlock.
Very much so, yeah.
Yes, carry on weaving your magic in press conferences. For now, Neale, thanks so much for that. We'll join you again next week for another conference call. Thank you.
No bother. Thank you.